current president of the Cohasset Conservation Trust, Debbie Shad. This is our immediate ex-president, Gary Vanderweil. And we are standing at the Windsor property, which is just over the border from Cohasset into Hull. By the Windsor family in roughly 2006. And Gary will talk a little bit about his connection with the Windsor family.
Yeah, what I know about the Windsors is I was in the class of 1958 at the high school, and Polly Windsor, young woman, was I think in my sister's class. So she would have been in 1960, or possibly she was in 59. And the Windsors lived in one of the little houses right across the street from here, right on Black Rock Beach. And they had 3 kids in the family. And of course I lost contact with the Windsors when I went to college and off into the working world. But back when I was president of the Conservation Trust, we did get a call from one of the Windsor boys, Chris Windsor, and offered to donate this property to us as a memory to his parents. And that's why the bench now reads in memory of the 2 parents. So we're very pleased to have the property. This is our next to latest property. Our most current property is the Osborne Ingram Park, which is approximately 18 acres off of Beechwood Street.
A property called Francis Shore. We're standing right at the foot of Forest Avenue, and the property runs 350 feet along the shore, basically where this white fence is from this end down to the large rock down here. This was a gift of John and Loretta Francis in 1984, and it's roughly 1/3 of an acre of shoreline. And as you can see, it immediately butts up against Black Rock Beach in Cohasset, and then a continuation of Black Rock Beach into Hull at the other end here for one continuous stretch of shoreline that's open to the public. Stretch of shoreline.
We used to live on the corner up there, on the corner of Jerusalem Road and Forest Avenue. And they had lived there from probably the 60s through the early 80s. And I can remember, since I was their neighbor, that every once in a while, about twice a year, Mr. Francis would want to jealously guard his prerogative about owning this beach. He'd come down and he'd kick everyone off the beach, and he'd say, "I own from here up to there, and get off my beach, and that's the public beach down here." And if they wouldn't get off, he'd set up his beach chair right in the middle of their beach blanket, and he'd sit on it. And eventually everyone would leave, and the beach would be clear, and then Mr. Francis would go back to his house, and the beach would fill up again.